I'm Rich, and tonight is beer night. That's right, guys. We made it to episode number 10 of the best show there is about beer. Thank you to everyone who's been watching me for the past 10 weeks. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you enjoying the show and joining me for this thing. So, it is past 10:30 at night here in Plano, Texas. I'm in this cluttered up study office room. I'm tired, and I wanted to record this hours ago. So I have a little message for my kids if you're ever watching this when you're older, and this is a message for all the children of the world. Why won't you go to sleep? Why is it so hard to go to sleep? We put you in the bed, we know you're tired, we can see your eyes going like this, and you're all whiny, and we kiss you and hug you goodnight. Why can't you just go to sleep at that point? Why do you have to constantly get out of bed, and every time you get another kiss and a hug when you get back in bed? And then you wait until when you're almost asleep to announce that you have to go pee-pee. And then you need water. And then you get scared. And then we forgot to brush your teeth. And then we forgot a story. Just go to sleep! I'm dying here! Another good thing to complain about, I got in a car accident today. Here's a picture of it, or here. You know, nothing starts out your day and puts it on the right track like a good old car wreck. It put my day on a nice path, so it would be a wonderful day. Right up until my 3.5 hour bedtime routine with my kids. So, it's been a great day, and we're ready to drink some beer. So, trivia shout-outs, let's do that first. The question from last week was, which ocean liner currently holds the Blue Riband title? This is the fastest ocean liner to cross the Atlantic. And Dowtech got it right again, second week in a row. Way to go, Dowtech. The answer is a ship called the United States. And, you know, that's cool, United States. The other part of the question was, what year was this ship's maiden voyage? And the answer is 1952. So this same American ship, called the United States, has held this title for 64 years. They haven't built a faster ship in 64 years? That's amazing. I think they maybe just quit trying because people use planes now. Anyway, good job, Dowtech. A couple comments from last week. Leanna said, that's what I call motivated. Great job, Rich. I think you're referring to me doing this thing while I'm extremely tired and sick. So thank you, Leanna. And Oren said, get some rest. Oren, I want rest more than you know, buddy. More than you know, I want rest. It doesn't happen in my house. Okay, enough complaints. Tonight's beer, Sam Adams Octoberfest. So we're right in the middle, or we're getting into the Oktoberfest season. I think it probably starts the next couple of weeks. Something kind of interesting about the Sam Adams Octoberfest here. Look, see the C, it's much more Americanized Oktoberfest than the K we see like in the German ones, or what we did in the Polliner one, I believe. So, okay, well, what about Sam Adams? Who makes Sam Adams? So it's the Boston Beer Company, founded in 1984 by Rhonda Kalman and entrepreneur Jim Koch. And this guy Jim, he was born into a brewing family, like 6th generation brewing family, and he named his brand after the founding father, Samuel Adams, who was also born kind of into a brewing family. Interesting, if you research about Sam Adams, his dad owned a malt house in Boston, but Sam Adams didn't have much interest in it. His dad made him a partner after he lost all of his money with some other stuff. And then once his dad died, he inherited the malt house, but there's not any evidence that he ran it or was a brewer or a good brewer or anything like that. But the legend now is, Sam Adams, the brewer. So Sam Adams, their flagship beer is Sam Adams Boston Lager, which is a Vienna-style lager. But what we're doing tonight is one of their seasonal beers. They have lots of seasonal beers. Is their Oktoberfest. It's fall and it's Oktoberfest. So That's what we're gonna do here. So, and if you remember, an Oktoberfest is a Marzen beer. This, if you go back to Germany and southern Germany, Bavaria, this was the last batch of beer of the brewing season. It was sealed up in March. They stored it through the summer and cracked it open in the fall. And it has a special character to it because it had to last all that time. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened and poured. Let's see what kind of color we got. I've got my nice mug, my Marzen mug here. Let's take a look at the color. That is copper. That is a nice copper color. And it's got about 2 fingers of head. It looks like it's got a lot of carbonation. Man, I can smell it from here. It's very pretty looking. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. You know, a couple things of a Marzen. Bready or malty, caramely, and sweet. That's what we're going to look for. So let me go ahead and give this a nice smell. It smells great. It smells lightly fruity. It does smell bready. I almost smell like light crackers, light caramel. All these things, nothing's hitting me real heavy, but it's just kind of a light bread, light cracker sweetness to it. Smells great. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. All right, to Sam Adams, to the American Revolution. How about that? All right. It's really good. This is a good beer. Man, that is incredible. It's bready. It is sweet, but not sweet like yucky sweet. A very light sweetness on the aftertaste. It is, it's caramely. It's sort of toasty, like a light toast. Not real dark, like you think of a porter, but sort of a light toastiness. And a little bit of a fruitiness, like a really good fruitiness, like apples. So maybe like apples, and then the sweetness is honey. Apples and honey. There's something else going on right now, if anyone can think of it. So, wow, this is really, really good. Way to go, Boston Beer Company. I'm gonna go ahead and rank this. Where are my markers here? I'm gonna rank this, and I'm gonna give this like a 90. You see that? My whiteboard almost fell. That's what I get when I get, kicked out by a 3-year-old, and I've got to do a makeshift beer show. 91 out of 100 to the Sam Adams Octoberfest. Way to go. This is a really good beer. Guys, you got to taste this. Go get one of these. They're probably all over America right now because it's that season. You will like this beer. Very happy with it. So, okay, trivia question for this week. This is a cool one. What year was the first brewery in North America opened? The first brewery, not in America, in North America. And a little hint is, the first brewery in North America was opened way before this cool country was founded. So we're going way back. That's a trivia question. All right, next week's beer. So because I made it to episode number 10, I feel like I've graduated a little bit to the point where I can review a really, really popular, really famous beer. So we are going to, next week, review Guinness Draft, brewed in Dublin, Ireland. So go get a Guinness. You can get this all over the world, and it's going to be great. There's going to be leprechauns. There's going to be 4-leaf clovers. It's going to be all green in here. Probably none of that's going to happen, but we are going to open a Guinness Draft. And I'm really looking forward to giving this just a regular, open, honest, hardcore review of this famous beer. All right. One quick announcement. If you are watching this in the Dallas area, where most of my fans are, this weekend is the Addison Octoberfest. Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday from noon and Sunday from noon all the way until late. So I'm going to be there Sunday. If you want to meet me there, I'd love to hang out with you guys and taste some beer. But go to the Addison Octoberfest. You'll really enjoy yourself. So, all right. If you guys like my show, please hit subscribe and please leave comments. Comments on either Facebook or YouTube are what makes this thing fun. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you watching my show. Cheers, and I will see you next week. Good night.